how I self-published and wrote my own book. Here is the name of my book. It's Such Unfortunates by Andrew Mann. It's available on Amazon. There is the back. And I'm going to tell you how I did that. All right. So how I wrote my first book was this. I had gone through a horrible addiction and was able to overcome that to opiate painkillers, which took me to some awful places. But I had noticed a lot of friends I know were dying from their addiction. It had cost a lot of people their lives, and it seems to be everywhere. And I think we're going about it the wrong way in this country. So what I did was I was seeing a therapist, and I wrote down some stuff about my story. And she told me, she said, your story would make a really good book, and you could inspire many people. So I said, you know what, I'll check out trying to write a book. And what I did was I looked on YouTube how other authors had self-published, and I wrote a few chapters, and I actually submitted it to publishers, and the first one I submitted it to made me an offer. And, which sounded like I'd definitely take it. They offered me a little bit of money and then a contract with them. But the more I looked into the contract, the more I saw that it really wasn't what I wanted to do. They only paid you twice a year. You didn't have a lot of control over the book, and they owned it. So I looked into how people self-publish their own book. I looked on YouTube, and I saw some videos of people, and this is how I did it. I went on Google Documents. I took their advice, and Google Documents is great because you can use it and basically save your work and access it from any computer anywhere at any time. So I recommend you start writing and you do at least a paragraph a night. It'll take you about 6 months to write the book. You can also do add-ons. Add-ons on Grammarly, you can add, on Google Documents are things like Grammarly and other editors that can check your writing and tell you how to structure sentences, what sounds right, and all that stuff. So when you continue writing, get your own space. Do not let people bother you. My space is right behind me at this computer, which is in the back of the house. So I'm not around everyone. But once you do that, what you're going to want to do is, once you finish the book, you're going to want to find an editor. And how I did that was on a site called Upwork.com. You go on, people put their experience, like their different resumes, things like that. Sorry, I just like to be able to see the best angle for this in the mirror. It's easier for me to see. But they go and you find an editor. You can set a price if they accept it, or you can make an offer and go back and forth. I found an editor on Grammarly. Her name was Melanie. She was great. She went above my expectations. She went along. She responded back and forth with me. We came up and I finally got the edited copy of my book. Then I went on a free site, and there's a couple of them to create a cover for my book. And it really wasn't hard to do that. Once that was all done, I downloaded Kindle Create. And Kindle Create is a site that will show you how your book will look when it's on Amazon and when people buy it. And you can edit it from there. I had to do that about 12 different times, sending a copy, seeing how it looked, then taking back, re-editing it, send it again. Finally, I came to one I liked. Then you go onto Amazon, you go onto their website, and you'll see where you publish books. It'll say, I tried to have it up so you guys can see it, but if you go to Kindle Create, you go to Amazon, it'll show you where they publish books. You upload your cover, you upload your manuscript, and then they have a previewer on Amazon, which will show you how your book will look on there again, like Kindle Create. Once you approve that, the book will be again sent to Amazon and see if they accept it. It takes about 2 to 3 days. Once they accept it, your book will be live for sale. And it's really neat to see that on there, and it'll show you how many people buy it, etc. And that's when the book will look like this one I did right here. I'll show you guys. Here's how the book looks up close, right there. Here's how the back looks. And the inside, just the writing. I was really happy with the way it looked. But I really believe my book has a potential to save a lot of lives. What I've heard back everything's been positive, and I really hope you guys check this book out. If you know anyone that's suffering, I think it can offer a lot of hope. If you have any questions or there's anything, write down below and I'll get back to you guys. Hope this helps you write your first book. It's a great experience, and good luck out there. And again, you can ask me a question and I'll try to get back to anyone who needs help. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Good luck writing your book.